Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Trey with TRT Outdoors, and today I'm just gonna give y'all a little update on the food plots we was working on the other day. So I'm gonna be at this one that I disked up first, and I'll show you a couple of the other ones. It'll probably be a pretty short video, but I just want to give y'all an update because it hadn't been too long and they've already started growing. So I'll flip the camera around here. And this is the one that I was working on. So it's got some wheat and some other stuff in it. I can't remember exactly what we planted in it, but it's coming up pretty good. And y'all tell it might look just a little bit different. Day and Kenyon come up here on the days that I was working. I ain't been able to help with it much. And there was a little island of trees right there. That's where we had Kenyon's truck parked and where I had the tractor parked when we went to eat dinner. So they got that cleared out so you can see better, because right up there in that cottonwood tree, we have a tree stand. And I think what we're thinking about doing is taking and putting a shooting house up on stilts right there and making it pretty high. That way you can be in a shooting house instead of a tree stand. We've got one that we built a couple years ago in the barn that we ain't had nothing to do with. But y'all can see it's coming up pretty good. I think it's gonna be pretty good, especially down there in that bottom part, because it disked up real good. There's already, y'all can tell they done been in here. There's some deer tracks in here. But so far that's what this food plot's looking like. I think we might go check on the Little Valley food plot. So while I'm driving down here to the Little Valley food plot and to check out this other food plot right there beside of it, I just wanted to mention Cagle's Feed and Farm. That's where we get all of our seed and stuff that we do these food plots with, and I'll throw in a clip here of them. But they're located up in Higdon, Alabama, just off Highway 71. If any of y'all in that area, y'all should go check them out. They're really nice people, and they got a bunch of stuff, even stuff for your garden and all kinds of stuff inside. So y'all go check them out. Alright, so I got over here pretty close to the other food plots, and I'm just gonna leave the truck parked right here on top of the hill, just in case there's some deer down here or something. Well, that probably didn't help me slamming that door, but just in case there's some deer down here, I'm gonna leave the truck parked up there, and that way don't, tear the food plots up and stuff. And by the way, that's not my truck. That's my dad's truck. I'm having some truck problems right now, so I borrowed his work truck to drive up here. So we're gonna ease over top of this hill, and hopefully maybe we can see some deer out here. Well, I don't see one, but you can see that food plot there. And this is not Little Valley. This is kind of the other side of Little Valley. Little Valley's right across some trees. But we've got a tree stand, a lock-on stand in that tree right there. So we can kind of see what's going on the other side of that hill and a bunch of trails that deer like to walk. And you can also see this little plot we got planted right here. But you can tell this one's growing in really good. I think this one's actually, looks like it's growing in better than the other food plot over at the bluff. So that's good. Again, this is, you can see the clover in this in here. It's got clover in it, and it's got wheat, and I can't remember what all it's got in it. I'll throw up some subtitles on the video right there with exactly what it's got in it. I can't remember, but I know it's got clover and wheat in it, and something else maybe, but tell this one, it's not the biggest thing ever, but it's pretty good size. The only problem with this one is there's this little part right back here that you can't see from that tree standing out up there. So what we're thinking about doing is opening some of that up to where you can see right there, because if they get in there, they're gone. You won't never see them. Or if they just come in that way and they don't come up here, you'll never see them. And another thing we're thinking about doing is maybe getting rid of this tree. I don't know. I don't think it's hurting nothing. Dad's wanting to get rid of it, but I don't think it's hurting nothing. So we may wind up getting rid of that. I don't know yet. But I'm just going to keep walking through this food plot here. I've been kind of trying to look for some deer tracks, and while I'm filming, I ain't paying much attention to the ground. I'm more so looking at the camera, but I don't really see none right in here yet. But that ain't saying there ain't some in here somewhere. So, but we're walking on over here to Little Valley, and now that one, this one's a good size food plot. I mean, the bluff one is too, now that we've got it fixed, but this one's a pretty good size. I guess they're about the same size. Maybe this one's a little bit bigger. Well, I guess we ain't gonna see no deer today. I don't see none in this, and I was trying to be quiet and look for some. But y'all can tell just the size of this one. It goes on plumb down there to that hard tree line, and oh, there is one. Y'all see him? That's a good sign there. Let's get back on around here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and maybe I ain't spook that deer too bad. I don't want to spook it off, but I'll show y'all the food plot a little bit more as I'm heading out here. But y'all can see all these trees, and y'all probably seen them going in, but y'all can see all these trees. And that's something we're talking about getting rid of. Me personally, I kind of like them because you can't really lose sight of a deer through them. And you know, I feel like it makes the deer feel like they've got more cover, and so I kind of like them. But I get the point of it's kind of hard trying to disc around them and plant and fertilize around them. It's aggravating how to go around them. So I'm voting for we leave them, but we may wind up getting rid of them next season. I don't know, but I'll show you all this food plot a little bit more before I leave, since I'm on the other end away from this deer. Maybe I didn't bother it too bad. But y'all can see this end up here ain't as thick as down yonder, but you can see all the stuff we've got coming up here. It's coming up pretty good. I was talking about in my last video, talking about that deer we call Tex, and right there's where he was standing last year when I seen him. And we've got a tree stand. You could see it a second ago, but I don't think I got it in the video because I was worried about that deer. There's a tree stand right there. And I was watching him. He was probably only about 150 yards maybe. He wasn't no more than 200. But I knew if I let him go, that if he made it till this year and he stayed around, he'd be a pretty good one this year. So I let him walk, and I hope I see him again this year. But that's good, getting to see that deer. That makes me feel good about that. They're liking what we got planted in here. So I'm gonna make my way on out of here. I'm pretty sure I said it in the beginning of the video, but this is probably gonna wind up being a pretty short video. I think that's about all we've got. I don't think we've got the big shooting house and the little shooting house food plots done, planted yet. So I'm just gonna leave it at this. I appreciate all the support that y'all guys are giving us, and we should have them out. I'm not gonna say by next video. It may take a little bit, but something we're working on now is some t-shirts. So when we get them out, you know, I will kind of wear them, show them off in a video, and y'all can let us know down in the comments if y'all like them. If y'all wanna buy them, we can make some more of them. If y'all would like to see something, you know, different on them, we can work on a different design. But that's just something we just want to work on, is getting us some t-shirts, getting our name put out there. But other than that, I reckon I'm gonna go back to the truck and head back to the house. So that's all for this video. Y'all take it easy, and we'll catch you in the next one.